Welcome, nerds, to the movie news for the week. This is where we're going to be talking about all of the nerdy and/or pop culture related movie news that we can get our grubby little hands on. So, like, if it's been announced, if there's a new trailer, if there's casting, all of that's gonna be here. So let's get into that, shall we? We're talking about movies in the movie section. This one's just as much as the TV section. We just have a whole bunch of stuff. So follow-ups and corrections. First up, Alita, Battle Angel. A sequel movie is in fact in pre-production. Very early stages of pre-production, but pre-production nonetheless. This was announced by producer John Landau just a few days ago. Super stoked. Moving on. From there, we have the MTV movie and video awards happened and nobody cared. Okay, moving on. Beetlejuice 2. I said in the intro to the full episode that Beetlejuice is a big update. We have a big update for Beetlejuice. We actually have two updates for Beetlejuice. First up, we have the release date has been penciled in ever so lightly, but penciled in for September 6th of 2024. So we have just over a year and a half or so before we get to feast our eyes on this movie that's been rumored and in some form of development hell since, the release of the first one. Also, the other piece of news here we have is Justin Theroux has been announced as being cast. No word as to what he's been cast as or, anything along those lines, but he is part of the cast now, and we know that. And that's all we got. So let's move into trailers. Again, boatload of trailers have been launched since we last spoke. First up, Justice League Warworld, the first of the animated Warner Brothers movies to bear an R rating, to my knowledge. I, again, do amazing research and take incredible notes, so I could be wrong, but pretty sure, at least in the current era of the Warner Brothers Animation Studios, this is the first one to get an R rating. No firm release date for it just yet, but very intrigued. We talked previously about the voice cast, so this is not news, but very, very intrigued by this voice cast. Also very intrigued by the R rating and why exactly. I mean, blood and action and violence and stuff, but yeah. Interested? Moving on. Next, we have Dune Part 2 trailer. Finally has actually made it to the internet. Not any of those fan-made trailers that are trying to spook everybody into thinking things are happening that aren't happening, or that are made by AI, or all of the things that are tricking people into. Oh, that's exactly no. That's not what that. This is the official Dune 2 trailer. Link down in the description. Yeah, super excited because I just actually rewatched Dune Part 1 and it's so good. I love Denis Villeneuve, but yeah, there you go. Dune Part 2 finally hit the internet. Go watch it because the sandworms were riding Shai Hulud, ladies and gentlemen. Then we have the trailer for Gran Turismo. This is not what I expected this movie to be. I also didn't know that this was kind of sort of based on actual events. So yeah, weird. Also, the other thing that I thought was interesting about this trailer, I totally forgot. I don't even know if we talked about it on the show, but I totally forgot. Neil Blomkamp is the director on this one. Yeah, the dude who brought us District 9, who almost brought us a Halo movie, who has done a number of great things, is doing this. I mean, this has the potential to be really good. I just don't know how great it could be, if you follow. So yeah, very intrigued. August 11th is the release date for the Gran Turismo movie. Next up in trailers, we got Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. November 17th is the release date for this one. I don't think this trailer's doing its job because I really don't care. From that, we have Oppenheimer has finally released another full-length trailer. We have September 21st as the release date for this, and this is the most Christopher Nolan trailer to ever Christopher Nolan, as produced by Christopher Nolan. It has his fingerprints all over it already, and we've only got, I think this is the first full-length trailer, and then we got like 2 teaser trailers, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what we got there. And then another one that kind of came out of the blue, we have a Bird Box spinoff. We've been talking about this kind of off and on for the last little while, but now we have a trailer for it. Bird Box Barcelona is the proper name of the movie, and it's going to be, as I'm assuming based off of this trailer, it's a real quick tease, but based off of this, it seems that it's going to be taking place at the same time as the Sandra Bullock movie, just in a different part of the world. So interesting. Not that the Sandra Bullock movie was perfect, but it was good. It was definitely a watchable horror movie. So sure, I still think Quiet Place is the better version of that story, but that's just me. Yeah, so that's what we got there. Netflix exclusive, I don't know if I said that. Let's move into regular ass news, and we have a gigantic announcement for regular ass news. Babylon 5 animated movie coming out. Oh, there's no release date for it yet, but announced by creator J Michael Straczynski. This is huge. This is, I mean, it's not exactly what the fandom wanted necessarily, because animated movie and not live action, but still something. Still great. Moving on. Next, for regular ass news. Oh, this one's really cool. This one's really, really cool. Carrie Fisher, aka Princess Leia and Tom Hanks's wife in The Burbs. I can't even remember the character's name, and I apologize, but she's equally as great in that movie. Just is getting a posthumous square on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Super excited for her. Congratulations, Carrie. May you rest in peace, power, whichever. Yeah, that's what we got for regular ass news. Let's talk about movie suggestion. The movie suggestion for the week is one we've done at least once or twice before, and that is Brick, Rian Johnson's film debut. One of my top 5 movies of all time. If you are intrigued by film noir, but you can't really get into it, this is a hard-boiled film noir detective story as told through the lens of high school students, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and it is kind of brilliant. It's a little bit of a masterpiece and is absolutely worth your hour and a half plus. It's such a good movie. This is why so many people were disappointed with the quality of The Last Jedi, and yeah, just go watch it. It's great. Moving on. And once again, nerds, this is just a clip from the main show, The Weekend Nerddom, over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. Go check that out for the entire episode, or just stay tuned here for other news related to nerdy pop culture stuff and just random fun little bits. Before we head out, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.